first day of script reading. The room was full of people. The director, the crew, the manager, and the actors who were still busy leafing through the script. Bai Lu sat in the corner, her hair in a neat bun, her expression focused. He didn't turn his head as someone sat next to him, greeting him lightly. "Hello, Bai Lu. I'm Joseph." There was no wind, no lightning, but in Bai Lu's heart, it felt like something was just beginning. Joseph did not try to break the atmosphere with pleasantries. He reads the script seriously, and sometimes frowns as if he is completely immersed. Bai Lu silently watched him. And that's where it all started. From an ordinary meeting, but with an extraordinary feeling slowly growing. Different script reading process. Not all actors can immediately fit in the reading process. But Bai Lu and Joseph, it was like a symphony that instantly found the right tone. When Joseph said his lines, Bai Lu immediately responded with an expression that felt alive. Nothing superfluous, nothing far-fetched. The director had stopped them. "You just met, right? How do you feel about having played 5 games?" The room was instantly filled with laughter. But behind the laughter, there was something deeper. They understand each other without having to explain anything. And that rarely happens. First laugh. First heart fall. Third day of shooting. The weather at the location is very hot. Bai Lu was exhausted after the emotional scene. Joseph, who saw her sitting aloof, came with a small fan and a bottle of cold water. "If you faint, I'll be the one to get angry," he joked. Bai Lu laughed. For the first time that day. "You care because you're afraid of getting angry, not because of me?" Joseph was silent for a moment, then said while looking into Bai Lu's eyes, "I care because you are Bai Lu. Period." It was probably a joke to him. But for Bai Lu, that was the first time her heart wavered. Behind the scenes, there are real hugs. The hug scene in their drama became one of the most talked about by fans. But what the public didn't know was that after the director said, "Cut," Joseph still hugged Bai Lu for a few seconds. "Sorry," he said quietly. "You were shaking. I just want to make sure you're okay." Bai Lu didn't say anything. He just nodded and sighed. In that silence, he felt protected. It's no longer about acting. It's about the presence of someone who really cares. Meaningful little gestures. They never show off too much in front of the camera. Never intentionally be sweet during media coverage. But small gestures are always noticeable. Joseph held an umbrella for Bai Lu when it rained, even though they had assistants. Bai Lu always waited for Joseph to finish drinking before starting the rereading dialogue. Joseph recorded Bai Lu's rest time and made sure he had time to eat. Fans refer to it as couple vibes without showing off. That's not a contrived intimacy. It was a sincerity that grew silently. Rumors, gossip, and their silence. When photos of the two of them having dinner together spread, rumors surfaced. The media began to question the status of their relationship. Bai Lu replied, "We are just colleagues." Joseph added, "We respect each other's privacy." But the interesting thing is, they don't deny it. Instead of getting angry or evasive, they keep appearing together in press conferences, keep laughing in interactions, and stay present with each other. Their silence just confirms something that doesn't need to be said. Silent vacation between filming. Filming took 2 days off. Some of the crew went home. But Bai Lu and Joseph secretly went to a small town near the sea. A local resident photographed them eating in a simple stall, wearing wide-brimmed hats and masks, like an ordinary couple. They share a bowl of ramen. Walk along the beach. Sitting on a large rock while looking at the twilight sky. No camera. No fans. Just the two of them, and time seemed slow. And perhaps, this is where their love really grows. Jealous moments caught on camera. In one of the promotional variety shows, Bai Lu joked with another co-star. Joseph laughed. But his eyes spoke otherwise. Fans quickly captured the moment and made it viral. Joseph Zeng jealous mode, on. A few days later, in an interview, Joseph was asked about jealousy. He replied with a smile. If you like someone, it's natural, right? You want to be the only one who makes her laugh. And Bai Lu, who was sitting next to him, just smiled broadly, with blushing cheeks. Support's wordless. Off-site time. Even after filming was over, Joseph and Bai Lu could still be seen attending each other. When Bai Lu attended a fashion show, Joseph sent flowers and simply wrote, "You shone the brightest." Asterisk when Joseph debuted in an action movie, Bai Lu posted on Weibo, full of courage and good looks. They never said in public, "We're together." But in every support, speech and expression, everyone can feel it. Because sometimes, love doesn't need to be announced. It is enough to prove by being present. We, without labels but real. It's been over a year since the drama aired. Many other drama couples faded away after the promotion was over. But Bai Lu and Joseph, they were seen together sometimes in small cafes, sometimes at charity events, sometimes just walking unnoticed by fans. Their relationship is not labeled. But the public knows, this relationship is real. And when someone asked Bai Lu, "Are you in love?" he replied with a meaningful smile. "I feel very comfortable and peace. It's more important than words." Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng's harmony was not about excessive romanticism. It's not about status either. But it's about two people who find happiness in simplicity together. Understanding each other, supporting each other, and growing without having to change each other. For those of us who witnessed, they're not just a couple in a drama. They are proof that love can grow, even in the most unexpected places.